What is going on again, ladies and gentlemen? Today I wanted to make today's video on how to make winning easy and how to actually achieve your goals and whatever you set out to do so much easier than it has to be. So before I kind of go into that, I want to go over how my life used to be not easy at all and how it used to be very difficult. Now, it was very difficult back in the United States because back then I was just surrounded by losers, people playing video games and not making any money at all. And my goal at the time was to just make as much money as possible. And I was just making it really hard for myself because I was surrounded by people who weren't doing what I wanted to do. And the environment that I was in, it was just not easy at all for me to win and to achieve my goals. I was eating shit food, playing video games, smoking weed, and just not doing the things that were needed and necessary in order for me to achieve my goal of actually making 10K a month with remote sales. So what I knew I needed to do was to actually change my environment and try to make it as easy as possible for me to win and to achieve my goal of making $10,000 a month with remote sales. Now, to actually make this easier for myself, I was thinking, and I remember this quote this one wise man told me, was basically that you're the average of the 5 people you hang around. And I mean, that's absolutely true. Like, if you hang around 5 bums, you'll be the average of the 5 bums. And it's just like the same as saying, if you lie down with dogs, you'll get fleas. So once I kind of understood that phrase, I was kind of looking around at my circle at the time, and I realized that I was just hanging around a bunch of losers and people just kind of holding me down and keeping me mediocre. So I just knew I needed to change my environment and knew I had to change the people I was hanging out with. So what I knew I needed to do was actually position myself in a place in the world where I'd be only surrounded by the people already that are on the path towards the similar goals to me, or maybe they've already achieved these goals and have scaled up and maybe are already levels above me. So that one place that I found that would be able to position me in a way where it'd be very easy for me to win was actually Bangkok, Thailand. Now, I think the reason most people go there when they do remote sales is 1, because it's very cheap, 2, because the weather is beautiful, 3, because the women there are beautiful, and if they aren't beautiful to you at first, we're animals and you'll just have to adapt and conquer once you get there. And 4th is just because of the network there and the amount of people that are making money online there. It's just incredible. Like, you'll just be surrounded by people making 20, 40, and even 100K a month in Bangkok, Thailand. So once you actually go there, and once I went there myself, I saw how possible it was to actually achieve the goal that I set out to do. And it just motivated me to the max to actually get there for myself. So before I went to Bangkok, Thailand, as I was telling you earlier, I was pretty much a loser. I didn't really have anything going for me. I was working at a gas station, Red Lobster, making around $1,000 a week or 2 weeks. And that just wasn't cutting it for me. I was still living with my parents, still living under the rules of like pretty much just being a child at 20 years old. So I knew I had to change that as fast as possible. So that's when I actually booked my one-way ticket to Bangkok, Thailand, and just told myself I would not go home until I turned from a pawn into a king. So right when I first came to Bangkok, Thailand, I literally had no job or income whatsoever. I literally only had $1,500 to my name, and I knew that would last me about a month and a half. But the thing is, right when I got to Bangkok, Thailand, I was spending baht like it was Monopoly money. And if you don't know what baht is, it's basically just a Thailand currency. So right when I got to Bangkok, Thailand, I was just spending my money on buffets, steaks, big dinners, and just was thinking, it's just a few dollars, it's just a little baht, and it's not a lot. But it turns out I was just spending all my money, and within a month, I literally just ran out of money, and I had 20 baht to my name. And all I was really doing was just going on 4-day fast, 3-day fast, just back to back. And I was just trying to find any way to make money because I did have like this setting opportunity but it was literally so shit. It was the worst offer I've ever been on. I set like 30 to 40 appointments, and I literally just never got any commission because the closer was just not ideal and was not closing any of the deals that I set for him. So after I was pretty much out of money entirely, I was just networking within Bangkok, and I met a really good friend and basically was able to connect and to get on this offer. And that's when I first started to make a little bit of income with remote sales as a remote setter. Now, at the time, I went from literally 20 bots to making 4 to 7K a month as a remote setter, and my life just pretty much changed from that point on. And the reason I'm actually telling you that story is basically because I was able to position myself to make winning a whole lot easier than actually just staying in the USA and being the outlier of my friends and being kind of pulled down by them to their level. So if you do want to do this for yourself, and if you want to position yourself to win a lot easier, you need to find out what your goals are and what aspirations you have, and then find people that are on the same path as you, or maybe have already achieved the goal or desire that you want. And then all you want to do is just surround yourself with these people, so that way when you're surrounded by these people, you're already seeing your goals going into fruition with what they already have accomplished, and you'll see it's actually possible for yourself. So that way, when you're surrounded by these people, you can even get insights, you can get advice, you can kind of pick their brains and get their knowledge and apply it to your own life. So that way, it'll be a lot easier for you to win and a lot easier to achieve your goals and just make life a whole lot easier. And you're basically going to be living on easy mode. Especially if you move to somewhere like Bangkok, Thailand, it's so cheap. Failure is not even that big of a problem because you can always just make a little bit of money and be pretty well off. So with that being said, guys, if you guys do want to get into remote sales and that's one of your goals, to make $10,000 a month online anywhere in the world, I am taking a few more mentees inside my mentorship to actually get them to $10,000 a month anywhere in the world as a remote setter or closer. It just really depends on your sales skills and if you would even be a good fit for remote sales in the first place. So if that is something you do want to do, just click the link in the bio and basically we'll hop on a call, see if you're a good fit, and then we'll take those next steps. And then you'll be making $10,000 a month anywhere in the world. So you can go to Dubai, drive Lamborghinis, McLarens, C8s, and just have fun and enjoy your life. Because as a man, if you're just working for someone else your entire life, you're just going to be wasting away and you won't be able to chase any of your dreams because you're always just going paycheck to paycheck. You always want to succumb to your bosses or managers' kind of rules, and you won't be able to live out the life of your dreams. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm about to eat some food and pretty much just go to sleep because I do have some sales calls later in the day tomorrow, but I do want to go drive the Lambo to go get some coffee because why not? So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I will see you guys tomorrow.